Hey, hey, hey. See you in church. Hi, I'm Manuel. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a little message, put the hand up. I do it right away because I have a tendency to forget and I won't come back. And let me know something you think I should talk about or at least look into. And maybe I'll talk about it. Um, I was watching quite a bit of TV. I have the tendency to do that. And I watched a lot of talk shows. Well, sort of. I really stopped doing that because I am so tired of fake bitches. It's just so boring and snoring and snoring and boring. The women out there nowadays are so uninteresting and boring. I feel sorry for you men and you women. We can mark them as the Johnny Depp ex wife who lies, 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 and the people around her that lie for her. And to me, what makes it even worse is that the color of the whole situation is bleak. How can a man nowadays waste their time with any of the women nowadays? I'm sorry. The women today are. I'm sorry. I was thinking about the women of my day when I was little. And I used to see this one woman that was strong, powerful, raised her child, beautiful to boot. And I didn't know until I grew up that she was black. Not because her skin was light, no, she was a black woman, but because I was brought without those lines. I'm going to say her name and I hope she doesn't mind, but her name was Olga. She was one of the most beautiful, strong women, and she didn't have to diminish herself to be strong and beautiful. She was who she was. She didn't act like a man, she acted like Olga. And that's the thing. I find it so funny. Where I work, in many places, women acted like men and they look stupid. Act like yourself. And the real strong women acted like themselves and were the better bosses. I had lots of women, and I think one of the funniest things women used to ask me is, do you have a problem working for a woman? And I was like, I didn't get the question. I did, but I didn't, because I was brought up by a woman, no man in the family. Yes, brothers, I'm the youngest, but they didn't bring me up. My mom did. And because I was young and small, no one paid attention to me. So I was able to hear all these conversations going on around me. And I found it so interesting that when I grew up, I knew the stupidity of the stupidity. It wasn't how beautiful you were where I lived, it was how you were able to do your part in a relationship. There was, I remember, one of the women this guy picked, and oh my goodness, they were laughing at him. They were pointing out things that nowadays wouldn't matter. Why? Because women nowadays don't know how to cook. But They were laughing because the men would belittle the man who would have chosen this woman. Why? Because she couldn't cook. All she could do was be pretty. That was it. That's how they marked it. Oh my God, who would walk with that on their arm? She couldn't take care of their children. She couldn't take care of them. And it, to me, was so hilarious that they were just ripping. They would go down the row and they would rip. That was the gossip. The gossip wasn't how ugly she was or that she could turn herself from this hideous troll into this beautiful woman. It was because she couldn't do shit other than be on that guy's arm. What kind of man would waste their time with a person that couldn't even make tortillas? And it was hilarious. And we had this one young lady, which I've already told you her name, and she not only could cook and take care of her child and maybe even beat up her husband or boyfriend, she could cook. She was the pinnacle, and she would turn from English to Spanish without a blink. But no one thought, oh, a black woman speaking Spanish. No. They were all proud of her, that she could talk two languages and backslap somebody if they would give her a sly look. And that's what the thing it was. They didn't see a black woman. They saw a woman. They saw her. And that's what I find so interesting nowadays, that the people today are so fake and plastic. And even more, what do they call themselves? The LBG blah, 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 bullshit. That is just that whole group is a pile of bullshit. I'm sorry, people. I am gay, but I'm not gay. I'm Manuel. Boom. That's it. I don't go around wearing a big gay, anything. I am who I am, and I've never attempted to be anything else. I don't go, I don't fake it. You get what you get. And that's that simple. I've always been that person, and I learned that from her. Be who you are. Don't care what everybody else thinks. I learned it from her, not from my mom. My mom was shy and quiet, a great cook. She took care of her children wonderfully, and she would stand up when she had to, but most of the time she didn't. But she was a great mother. Understand that. I would put her against all you, and I know you would lose. She was also a beautiful woman who didn't need tons of makeup, because she was beautiful inside and outside. I was proud to be with her. But the reality is the women today, if I was straight, I would have the hardest time, because today they're full of shit. They're always talking a big word, but in reality, they want something complete different. I want a gentle, strong man. The bullshit. You want a man that's gonna slap your ass and put your bitch ass in her place. And that's the reality of the situation. You keep lying. That's all they do nowadays is lie, lie, lie. And when you find somebody that isn't that person, it is so refreshing. And that's the thing. I'm sorry. I've seen so many fake women today. And they're learning it from TV to be fake. I'm sorry. Don't be fake. Be you all the time. Never change. Don't try to fit in that shell because you lose yourself when you do that. I never did that. I one time tried to be straight because you remember the Lord says prayer can move mountains. Why? That was my mountain to move until the Lord slapped me down and said, you are who you are. I made you who you are, so be that. And I thought, oh, I must be hearing things. And I asked my friend who showed up afterwards, and I said, did you hear that? And she goes, yes, I did. She told me what I had heard. And I said, okay, I thought I was hearing things. And she goes, no. And I said, but where did that come from? We looked all over and never found the speaker. So, hey, I am who I am. And I don't try to be nobody but me. I don't try to fit in a box because I don't fit in a box. I've always been loud and extreme when I had to be loud and extreme. But I always usually choose to be quiet and mean. I don't need to be the center of attention, even though because of this you would think that. And because I go and I buy Shane Donovan boxes and you all have a drama with that. But see, I don't care what your drama is. That's yours. If you want to be fake and lose out. That's up to you. But understand what you're being faked about at least. I think the most beautiful women are women who are themselves. I've known so many women like that. But it could be because I surround myself with those women. My best friends were like that, two young black women. And we would joke around with each other all the time. But we were family. And that's the thing. They don't do that today. You kids don't do that today. You don't also get all of the information like we used to do when we were younger. We get half-ass information so that you can follow and be, like the Pocahontas. She was a traitor to her people and she got a lot of them killed. But now they're trying to color she was upper class bullshit. That's just bullshit what they're trying to push up your ass. The same thing with the gays. The gays weren't decided, oh, I'm tired of going to jail. No, they were tired of getting killed. And then the police would say, oops, they killed themselves with your gun. And then the Hispanics, they had to put together and create a gang to protect themselves from the police. Because the police were driving through the neighborhood, running over people and going, oops. Then the black people in Watts, you know that story. And they're doing it again. They're just kill until people are going to stand up to them. They finally did. They removed that police department from their area. But see, that's the thing. We shouldn't have to be pushed that far. We should stand up and vote and get those assholes out of there. Like Trump, who said it was okay to kill minorities. It isn't. We might be minorities, but guess what? We can run a country. But how do you feel about it? For me, I'm sorry. The women today, I'm glad I'm gay because I don't have to pick one of you. Even though I found a lot of beautiful, strong women, that's not you. Or is it? Let me know by subscribing to my channel, leave a little message, put the hand up. I do it right away because I have the tendency to forget, and I won't come back. And remember to tell me something you think I should talk about or at least learn about. But remember, AA, see you in church.